Ladies and gentlemen, PSW, LZW, Universe fans, divas, and superstars in the back, you'd probably want to know why BG Money's standing in this designated, woody, rocky, wet, dirty, grimy area. Well, for one thing, people has called BG Money a fake, a fluke, and his teacher was nothing but an asset of a low life that couldn't teach. Well, today I have a very special guest on the BG Money Show. Yes, you heard it. I'm not going to show my face for this interview whatsoever. This is going to be the voice and questions, and they're going to be answered. Now, what? Here's the man that I will be questioning. Alright. Do you like the spite of people calling a prodigy, a legend, and a man that had helped to make a legacy for himself called a fluke and a lowlife? Now, what would you say about that?
Funny you kind of mention these things. Be called something more along the lines of a fluke, more along the lines of a lowlife. You see, you can't really get to know the man's story unless you get it from the man himself. You've always been told never to judge a book by its cover. But see, when you want to go along the lines and you want to sit there and you want to justify and sit there and make a mockery of things that you do not know and things that you have never seen, come on back, take a seat, ease yourself, relax a bit, and you get to know the man, and you get to know the story, and you get to know the reason why I'm choosing to bring myself back out into society, why I'm choosing to take myself back into this desolate wasteland, why I'm choosing to bring myself back into the world of wrestling, mainly to sit there and put forth to the naysayers, basically to put forth to the things that have been said. You see, I've never made myself off of a mockery. I've never been made myself off of a fluke. 5 years, 5 years. I've sat there and laid ruin in the world of RP. Been to the top and I've been down to the bottom. I know what it's like to scratch and claw for an opportunity to get to somewhere, and I know what it's like to look down on the bottom watching them trying to climb up and take your spot on the top of the throne. Not exactly the best thing you want to have. It's a dog-eat-dog world, cause and effect, trial and error. One thing you can do could very well be your last. So you got to stay on your toes, and you got to make sure you keep on looking behind your back because you got a target on it the size of the sun. But when you want to sit there and criticize me and say that the teachings that I've done to people, the people that I've created, has been nothing short of a mockery, nothing short of a fluke, that they never have been and never was and never going to get anywhere in life, and that's why I say no. No. Because you've seen the legacy that people have built. You've seen the legacy that I've built. And you've seen the careers of the people that I've helped forge, take off, and fly. Actions speak louder than words. And those actions have spoken true for themselves for the past 5 years and every other year in between that, when someone of my game, of my teachings, have gone on to win titles, have gone on to win rings. Everything speaks for itself. So unless you want to sit there and eat your words, you need to come forth and you need to sit there and ask me myself and say it to my face. Until then, it's just nothing more than hearsay and heresy. And where I come from, hearsay is punishable. Just wait. Just wait and see.
Okay. As Ed said, how long will it be this wait to show them to justifying that justice will come soon?
It's not a matter of when, it's a matter of if. See, it could take a day, it could take a week, it could take a month, it could take a year. Hell, it could take the rest of my damn career to sit there and lay forth that everything else has been put into the ground. You see, it's not just one individual, it's not just a group of people, it's an entire organization that I am setting my battle on. An entire organization filled with part-timers, sellouts, cheer-sayers, and basically people who do not hold the talents or the gifts to be given the things that are handed to them. One particularly a 14-pound thing of gold that they hoist around their waist, and they sit there and hide behind the fact that they claim to be a champion. What type of things does it take to make me a champion nowadays? It takes in-ring skill, and now also takes away to get across to people. See, you cannot have one or the other. You have to have them both. It's like rhyme and reason. You cannot have one without the other. So to sit here and say, and to sit here and claim to be a champion, you can't do diddly shit when it comes to being approached or being talked to. But you might as well just sit there and take your ass on back to the back and let people who know how to work their way around this business come back up, take what's theirs, and show them exactly how it is done.
Okay, here's a personal question that, people's been asking me. What are my chances on taking the Feast or Fire United States briefcase from Colt Walker? As Colt Walker said to me, and I quote, "I am the worst superstar, ass kisser, and bend over for Jeff Romans." Now, how would you take to that?
Oh, see, everyone at any particular point in time has had to stoop to levels that they have not wanted to come to terms with to admit that they have done. Early off in my career, I sat there and I rode along the coattails of everyone else until I decided finally to put a stop to my ways and realize if I'm going to get something, I have to take it myself. I can't wait for it to be handed to me, because sitting there and going off of borrowed time, that just leads to nothing. If you want something that bad, you gotta take it. You see, it's been said that limits, just like fears, are nothing more than an illusion. But see, limits are everywhere. Limits come from inside, limits come from around us.